Is Taylor Swift a psyop? March, can you pull that, please?
Wow.
That's right. Normally, we have a strict no politics policy on this broadcast, but it is the dumbest video I've ever seen in my entire life.
Well, let's hear what he has to say.
You know, yeah,
Let's hear
he
what he
makes
has to
some really good arguments.
Do you know what a psyop is?
I'm so glad you asked me that because I didn't want to ask out loud.
Hassan,
what is a psyop?
go ahead and tell
A
Tiny
psyop,
Tina what
well, we could let Jesse Waters describe it,
Oh.
but I could tell you it's psychological operations. It's supposed to be like the American military's way of adjusting attitude. You know, they'll do like
mind
to
control done
manipulate
by the
people.
government.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
exactly.
Okay,
All right,
got
here you
you.
go. Let's
Oh,
see.
how kind of
So-
him to explain.
Let's take a look at Jesse Waters. God, he is so gross. Okay.
Across the sports media entertainment atmosphere, the New York Times just speculated she's a lesbian. And last year's tour broke Ticketmaster. A tour that's revenue tops the GDP of 50 countries. I mean, I like her music. She's all right. But I mean, have you ever wondered why or how she blew up like this?
Talent.
Well, around 4 years ago, the Pentagon's Psychological Operations Unit floated turning Taylor Swift into an asset during a NATO meeting. What kind of asset? A psyop for combating online misinformation. Listen.
You came in here wanting to understand how you just go out there and counter an information operation. Well, the idea is that social influence can help encourage or
That girl sounds like she knows what she's talking
behavior
about.
Change, so potentially as like a
That's
peaceful
sexist.
information operation. I include Taylor Swift in here because she's she's a fairly influential online person. I don't know if you've heard of her.
Yeah, that's real. The Pentagon
Can you pause
psyop
it?
unit pitched.
I'm sorry. Using someone as an example of being profoundly popular on social media in a fucking PowerPoint, I don't think means that they are actually actively tapped into Taylor Swift.
I'm hearing Jesse out.
Okay. All right. Fair. This is fair and
I'm hearing him
balanced.
out.
We like to hear both sides of the
Do you think that Taylor
argument.
Swift is a government psyop being used to control influential white or influenceable white women?
Taylor Swift isn't just for white women. She's for
Well,
everyone.
She's for gay
Mostly.
white men as well
Everyone.
sometimes.
Everyone.
Okay, let's
She's for everyone.
Sure.
Yes, please. I mean, he's
pitched
spitting.
NATO on turning Taylor Swift into an asset,
Mm.
combating misinformation online. This is nothing new. In the 1950s, the government strong-armed Louis Armstrong
Wow.
into doing propaganda tours
I didn't
across
know that.
Africa.
I
The
didn't know
CIA
that.
did the same thing with jazz singer Nina Simone, except
didn't know that.
they did it without her really knowing.
He's educating.
In the 70s, Nixon enlisted Elvis in his
Oh.
war on drugs. He gave the king a badge and named him a covert federal
Can you
law
pause
Yeah,
it?
yeah. Elvis
is
helped with
pretty
the war on drugs because he did all of them.
Yeah, he's like he joined the war on drugs on the side of drugs.
Let me put some pills
I think
on
is
my
the biggest argument that
peanut butter
sucks
sandwich.
is that he's saying that Taylor Swift is trying to help control the misinformation online when there's so much misinformation about Taylor Swift that just doesn't make sense. Like he quoted it at the beginning. Well, he quoted at the beginning. He was like, there was an article last week about how she's a lesbian when that was just an article about misinformation.
I like that Jesse Waters is trying to say like Taylor Swift is, you know, trying to combat anti-vaxxer misinformation, and Cutie's over here being like, excuse me, people think she's gay.
Well, people think she's a witch. People think she's a devil. People think she's this girl from an infomercial that's been dead and reincarnated.
What?
Those are my favorite
People are
types
just,
of
it's just so
conspiracies.
much.